From Gandhi, I learned that kindness and equality doesn't apply to your wife, whom he controlled and abused. Through the atonement of Jesus, I learned that bleeding out is only valid when a man does it. When a woman bleeds, she is unclean. The Buddha taught me about enlightenment, but also that women are roadblocks to enlightenment and that you can leave your wife and child in order to sit under the Bodhi tree. Einstein taught me about the God of Spinoza and having awe for the nature of reality, but that his first wife didn't deserve to be in his footnotes. In Mormonism, which is my first faith language, I learned that God spoke to man through a modern prophet and that God demanded polygamy, and the young girls who were told that they needed to marry Joseph Smith or they'd be destroyed were just collateral damage to this God. I learned about simple living and inner peace from the Dalai Lama. When he was asked if a female Dalai Lama could succeed him, he said that she would have to be attractive. When called out on this, he said it was just a joke. And I learned from the holy texts in the West that a single male God without woman creates life, not the women who continue to die in childbirth. In every field of spirituality, in all of my wanderings, I've been asked to hustle for my worth. I've been asked if I'm worthy to enter their temples, if I've done a koan to their liking, if I've had a kundalini awakening at the level if they have. They will ask if I have the appropriate credentials and the right acronyms behind my name, and if my writings have enough footnotes to mend to make it good enough. I've been told over and over that my life that is rich with spiritual connection is only acceptable when it's judged acceptable by a man or a male god. In return, they demand their priesthoods and their tithings and their titles and their trophies and a bowed head of obedience. For me personally, it took years to disentangle internalized patriarchy from 2 decades of study in religion and philosophy and history. And what I learned is that female mystics teach me that spirituality needs none of this pomp and circumstance. Ideas can be powerful even when shared over coffee in conversational language. Books can be profound even when they're not written for other academics. Rituals can be sacred even when they're household routines of gathering for a meal. A contemplation practice where you listen to a podcast while you walk your dog is just as valid as being able to sit in a full lotus pose after your ice bath. Liturgical calendars can operate around the birthdays and anniversaries of people you care about. The sacrament can be a gift of sourdough bread from a starter at a farmer's market. And revelation can be when an intuitive friend asks if you are okay. My meditation practice is the breath that I take before my kids get off the bus to be ready for their energy. And female mystics taught me that divinity can be found even in the most ordinary places where life and spirituality are so enmeshed they cannot be separated. So subscribe here for more no-nonsense spirituality with me, Britt Hartley, your friendly neighborhood atheist spiritual director.